Um, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what happened in those stories, but I mean, that's obviously, to me, appears like way, out of reason. It's not reasoned activity. It's not, it does appear sociopathic. It doesn't appear like people who really planned or knew what they were doing. Just cases that severe when, it's like preteens and, women just kind of at home alone. But I mean, I don't know, as far as like, should there be a police policy at all about mentalism? I mean, I don't know, I've been around a lot of different people and, people who know that society no longer accepts them, start getting into why they think the way they do. And, I'm someone who understands, something called feminism, like Feminism, a compilation by Gisela Ecker. Is really more about a larger philosophy, whatever, they were maybe affiliated with. I'm going to call it socialism, that they were socialists. And so for them, I mean, they see a lot in belittling statements, if something is just kind of a belittle statement, it doesn't mean that much. And, I think that they find something there more profound. So, I mean, I think when I read on what Iraq policy has been, I think that there's definitely people who try to justify for themselves removal of populaces. That's still that idea that there can be genocidal circumstances, There's definitely that about normals. If people are considered normals and police friendly, a lot of it is just desires to bully and profit scheme. It is, isn't any better than it is. But from the side of like whether or not people should feel like mentals are dangerous, I really couldn't tell you, everybody's life is different. I guess, because I'm the type of person that does view life as like more African philosophy than belief systems that people who smile at you and give you, kind of a good old boy attitude, that it's really like a great world. I think it is kind of oriental, and so I think most people, maybe avoid the issue of mentalism because they don't at that, maybe particular time want to confront in their own life the types of punishments and thought control they've gone through that sort of make them who and what they are. So, but that's me. If I read on like African or Indian philosophy, I definitely get the idea that we have a destiny or a fate based off a caste system, and so maybe they were pretty I don't know. Maybe there was reason to suspect that, mentals had organized and, movies where, women from Latin America come up and they're assassins and stuff, maybe, I don't know. But, from that circumstance, I mean, it's just weird and creepy and Iraq-like. It's just beating up a 14-year-old girl, shooting women in their home, like, that to me doesn't, it's not legal political policy, it's just violence for violence,